Hey everybody, how you doing? I know it's been a while since I made a video. Been doing some things, getting some things together. But I'm back now. I will be uploading videos like uh what can I say? One arm paper hanger, whatever. But here's a story that I found that is very disturbing to me, and I wanted to go over it with you. Obama drug czar. We will go after marijuana distributors in Washington and Colorado. This is actually from the 18th, and the story comes from the well, just examiner.com. Um, and it reads, in an interview with Canadian news magazine Maclean's last week, Gil Kurlakowski, President Obama's Director of Office of National Drug Control Policy, stated that despite recreational legalization in Washington and Colorado, they would still go after distributors and growers in both states. You'll continue to see enforcement against distributors and large-scale growers, as the Justice Department has outlined. They will use their limited resources on those groups and not on going after individual users, said Kurlikowski, who was also a former Seattle police chief. So they're justifying this by saying, well, we're not going to go after individual users, but we're going to go after large-scale growers. Why? Okay, why? Here's the issue. Here's the facts. Washington and Colorado has decided to legalize large-scale growers so people can actually make a living in this recession. So people can actually create jobs in this recession, so people won't starve in this recession. You know, unlike you politicians, people don't get free health care. Okay, these people, unlike you politicians, people don't get 6 figures a year for blowing smoke up people's asses. All right, so Washington and Colorado are the states that have okayed this, and the people have spoken in these states. So who's the real enemy here? Although on the state level they're going to say it's okay, but on the federal level they're not. So who's the real terrorist here? Who's the real enemy here? Think about it. Who's the real freaking enemy? I'm so tired of this bullshit argument back and forth with this marijuana. And it's not marijuana. It's cannabis, okay? The reason why they started calling it marijuana is because marijuana is Spanish, or is the Spanish name for it. And back in the 30s, when they were coming up with all the propaganda they were coming up with and all the bullshit lies back then about it, they decided to call it marijuana because it sounded more intimidating, because it was alien to our ears. It wasn't a English word, so psychologically it was intimidating. And that's the whole reason they started calling it marijuana. It's cannabis. That's the English term for it, cannabis, okay? So stop the propaganda, stop the, the little psychological games. Okay, and then it goes on to say, in an interview with ABC News soon after the November legalizations in Washington and Colorado, see, Washington and Colorado decided to legalize it. So leave them the fuck alone, all right? Take your federal, whatever you want to call it, and shove it straight up your ass, all right? Go do something else. Why don't you go bust, if you want to bust somebody, go bust the big cocaine dealers shipping the shit into this country, and the heroin dealers. Why can't you do that? Because you, the federal guys, are paying some secretive organization like the CIA and others to ship it in and grow it, aren't you? You're the one putting the heroin on the streets, aren't you? You go bust them. You think busting large-scale growers. They're not even large-scale growers. They're people trying to make a living and doing it the right way and very responsibly too, these people. And you want to go bust them. Why don't you go bust go fight the real problem. The large influx of cocaine and heroin that's destroying people's lives. Because you don't have the balls to do that. You want to come fuck with the serfs is what it is, with your free health care and your 6 figures a year. Get off this trip, man. It's over. People are waking up and they're getting pissed off. Okay, so what's it say? We've got bigger fish to fry. It would not make sense for us to see a top priority as going after recreational users in states that have determined that it's legal, and it doesn't make sense to go after the people growing it either. Okay, I got news for you. Newsflash, McFly. It doesn't make sense. If the state says it's okay, it's okay. So take your little federal ass somewhere else and do something else. Okay, quit wasting time with this and money. We're in a recession. Hello. So then it goes on to say, it's likely President Obama chose his words carefully by only mentioning individual users, not distributors or growers, despite many being led to believe there would be no federal interference at all within the 2 states. Back when running for president in 2008, Barack Obama stated that medical marijuana was an issue for state governments, not federal government. I'm not going to be using Justice Department resources to try to circumvent state laws on this issue, he said, promising to end raids on medical marijuana dispensaries seen under the Bush administration. Many soon learned his real intentions when the DEA raided 4 times as many marijuana dispensaries as Bush in half the time. Because they're a bunch of liars. They all lie. Democrat, Republican, it doesn't matter. If they have a suit and tie and a label politician, as far as I'm concerned, even Ron Paul, until I see otherwise, until he gets in office or something, I see them as liars. They're all liars. They're all liars. Okay? There's FEMA camps around, and Ron Paul won't acknowledge that fact unless he's already have. If he has, enlighten me, please. So, and then it goes on to blah, 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 and, say some more about it. At this time, no mention has been made over whether the federal government will be going against all distributors and growers or just those who aren't going through the proper channels under the Washington state law. Let Washington deal with it. So don't worry about it on a federal level. Let the states worry about it. And you know what? We shouldn't even have these laws. We really shouldn't have laws at all. We should go back to villages, our little villages, which would be the neighborhoods, and we should trade and barter and make our own products and get rid of all these corporations. This whole system is flawed and fucked. It's ridiculous. The system does not work. I mean, how many times from whenever 1900 till now are you going to say, well, we just need to do this and it'll get better? It just keeps getting worse and worse and worse because the system doesn't work. Hello? The system doesn't work. Hello? So, and this country is sold to the population in the world as a free country. And it's not a free country. It is not free at all if you can't put what you want into your body. You people worry about other people too much. Do your own thing. Go your own path. Don't worry about the other guy as long as he's not affecting you. And then people can make an argument, well, they are affecting me of my tax dollars. Your tax dollars go straight to the Vatican. Your taxes that you pay have nothing to do with anything. You need, it goes straight to the Vatican. And yeah, I'm going to say, you need to do some research. And yes, I do my research. Now, people have this big thing. If you hear anybody say do your research, they're not really doing the research. Bullshit. I'm doing the research. And I'm up all hours of the night doing the research. So don't, this argument that's come up lately that anybody says do your research, that's a sure sign that they're not doing the research. That's crap. I mean, it's just one little petty argument after the other. We're not free. And then when you tell people, well, we're not free because we can't do this, and that, then they'll say, well, we're better off than we are in any other country. You're better off here. This country is better than any other country to live in. Well, that's not how it's sold. It's not America better off here than anywhere else. It's America, the home of the free, freedom. So this is what it's being sold as. This is what it should be, free. And actually, everybody in the world should be free. We are born into this thing. We're born into this thing. And we should be free. We shouldn't have governments ruling over us. All these governments that are connected, Iran and the U.S. are acting like where they're having a little conflict over in Israel. When the leaders of these countries behind the scenes are all rubbing elbows in some secret organization and some brotherhood anyway. So, you know what? Get over this cannabis kick, that you're calling it marijuana. Get off this kick. Get off this trip. Let us do what we want. Well, you got your free health care. You got, your six figures. You get your little Bohemian Grove clubs where you suck up all the resources, the police force to protect your little club. Leave us alone. Let us do what we want. That's my message. All right. Thanks for watching. Until next time, take care. Oh, don't forget to go to my blog, reddawnpost.com. If you want to help me out, you like the work that I do, you want to donate, there's a donate button there. Whether you do or not doesn't matter. I'm going to do things with it. If you do donate, you can leave a message there. Tell me what you want to see me do. Tell me what you want done. Give me some ideas. I'm going to go out on the street. I'm going to maybe every Friday go out and help some homeless people, maybe go take someone shopping or something like that. Something interesting, some interesting ideas to do. If I start getting donations, and I will do that kind of stuff, and I'll take requests and ideas. There's a little box that you can send a message to me if you want. So it's at reddawnpost.com, and then Facebook and Twitter is facebook.com or twitter.com/reddawnpost. All right. And I'll have more about my blog later. I'll do a video and take you through it. There's other things there too you can check out and stuff like I'll have a thing where you can go order organic seeds and stuff like that. So anyway, till next time, take care.